Peace to the collective. Um, I know you guys haven't heard from me in a while. I've pretty much been really extremely busy. Um, but I wanted to share something with you guys. And it's like a couple of stories I like to share with you. And, back when I was younger, um, when I was going to school, I when I was in school, it was mandatory that we get this flu shot or this vaccination shot. And what happened was when they gave me the shot, um, basically they gave me the flu through the vaccination shot. Now my body completely rejected it. It was like my body rejected it, and it made me real sick. So during that time, um, I stayed in a dormitory or whatever, and the following day I went to the nurse's office, and the nurse thought I was playing around when I told her that I was sick. So she had took my temperature, and my temperature was like 103. All right. And she was like, "Oh, wait a minute, you're serious, you're not playing, you're not trying to get out of going to class." She said, I got to get the doctor quick. I said, "I told you I'm sick." So right around that time, we got to go home for the holiday or something like that. We got a chance to go home for the holiday. So I went to visit my mom in Norfolk, Virginia at that particular time, because my stepfather was stationed there in Norfolk, Virginia, because he was in the Navy. And my mom had just not too long had my baby brother. And so she had gave me my baby brother to introduce me to my new baby brother. And I almost dropped him. And the reason why I had almost dropped him, my mom was like, "What's the matter with you? You almost dropped him." I said, "Mom, I don't feel good. I don't feel well." So she had took my temperature. And when she took my temperature said 103. She said, "Oh my God, I got to get you to the hospital." So we had got to the hospital, and thankfully my mom got me to the hospital in time. Now I was in my early 20s when this happened. And when she got me to the doctors in time, the doctors, they gave me whatever to treat me and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But the doctors had told my mother that if my mom hadn't got me to the hospital in time, I would have went into an epileptic seizure or a coma through the flu shot that they had given me. So the reason why I'm telling you this story is, it's basically like this. With this whole vaccine thing, okay, at this point in the game, you can't trust no doctors, period. You can't trust them, period. And I'm more so sending this out to the sisters more than anything, because y'all rely on these doctors too much. Okay? Now my grandmother, she couldn't stand doctors. Okay? My grandmother had a remedy for everything underneath of the sun of this planet. She had a remedy for it. She didn't play around with doctors. My grandmother actually did a surgery on my back because I was hard-headed, went out into the woods in North Carolina after my grandmother told me that it was ticks in the woods. A tick got in my back. Now that tick was in my back for a while. I say a good 6 months. That tick was in my back. I almost passed out in front of my grandmother. She said, "What's the matter with you, boy?" I said, "Nana, I keep passing out, and every time I get ready to pass out, there's something itching me on my back." So she turned me around and she said, "What the hell is this on your back?" And my grandmother and her girlfriend did an actual surgery on me in the house. What I'm basically saying is that we're going to have to go back to the old ways of healing ourselves and stop relying on these doctors, because they have got permission from the elites to start killing us in these fucking hospitals. Excuse my language. They might bump me off the program. Who knows? I don't really give a damn at this point. Okay? But she did an actual surgery on me. I remember times where you know, I ran a lot. You know what I mean? Down there in the South, I had ran a lot, and I would get Charlie horses in my legs. You know what I mean? And my grandmother would take regular table salt and rub it into my legs to get rid of the Charlie horse. So what I'm basically saying to everyone is that we are going to have to, as a collective of people, we are going to have to rely on our ancestors' ways of curing ourselves. Okay? Number one, as an indigenous American Indian, you have what is called, you're a dual citizen, number one. Okay? And what that means is that you're an American national, okay, or a foreign national. There's an entity living on your continent that you are dual to. That makes you a dual citizen. You have what is called your public side, which is the United States Corporation. You have your private side, is your heritage, your indigenous American Indian heritage. Okay? And they cannot creep out of their jurisdiction into your jurisdiction of your private side, which is your heritage. They cannot creep out of their jurisdiction. Okay? So as far as this whole vaccine crap, okay, you have a private side, okay? And you could choose to use your private side as an indigenous American Indian. You could choose to use your private side, and they have no jurisdiction whatsoever to come into your heritage, okay? And if they come with that vaccine stuff on your private side, they are in violation of your human right. They have infringed on your human rights if you allow them to try and use that vaccine. Okay? Because you know, honestly, the whole thing is a crock of bullshit. Okay? If I'm telling you that the flu, they gave me the flu. They gave me the flu. Okay? So this whole vaccine crap, oh, they're going to give it to you to take you out. Okay? So we definitely going to have to go back to the old ways of our ancestors, and definitely going to have to go back to our heritage. As simple as that. Ain't nobody gonna come to me with no, you gotta take this vaccine. The hell with you. Even if my job said that, I'd tell my job to kiss my you know what. Okay? Because I have a private side. I'm indigenous American Indian. I am an American national, a foreign national. You're not gonna stick me with shit. Okay? And if you creep into my jurisdiction, you have violated my indigenous human rights. So I'm just sharing this wisdom with you because I'm very passionate about what I know for a fact, not no belief system. What I know. I have so many family members and things of that nature that's going and just passing away in these hospitals. And really sitting back, realizing that we're going to have to go back to the old ways of the remedies that our ancient ancestors used to use to cure most of the elements and illnesses in our bodies. Now I understand why my grandmother did not like doctors. Okay, because they got the word from the elite. Let's get off the bull crap here. They got the word from the elites to start annihilating people on this continent. Whether pale face, or indigenous American Indian. They got the go-ahead to do it from their elite masters, who basically, I swear, literally, boy, if I could get a hold of these elites, I'll bust them in the head with a baseball bat down to the white meat. That's how upset that I am right now about this whole situation. Okay? Because now you're messing with the Most High's children. The children of the forest, us. They're screwing with us now. Okay? You're in violation. You've been in violation, Deep State. You've been in violation for killing our children. For some adrenochrome? Really? You've been in violation. And when you assimilate crimes against humanity for killing little babies, the only thing that you could even offer me is your death. Period. You don't have to like what I'm saying. You could delete it if you want. It don't matter to me, because the truth is still going to get out. But that's all I have to say to the collectives of people out there, man. You're going to have to go back to the old ways. I don't care. There's someone out there, everybody out there that can remember what their grandmothers used to use, herbs to heal yourself. Do that. You're going to have to go back to the old ways. Do not rely on these mercenaries that have given permission to start executing and terminating people. That's what they are, for a buck. So you know what? That's all I really have to say. It was on my mind. I had to get it off my chest. So peace to the collective. I love y'all out there. Y'all protect yourselves. And if you don't know, you know what I mean? Ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Don't just let them just do whatever to you. Just give you a pill and you don't even know what the hell you're taking. Okay? Start going to the Most High. Start going to the Elohim. Start going to the ancient ancestors for the information, for the herbals and the things that we need to heal ourselves. The Great Spirit will tell you in your heart, not in your mind. So peace and blessings. May the Most High be with you. Peace.